Welcome to Home Bar Hero. Thanks for coming back again. My name is Rob Floyd and we are brought to you by Spirits Network. We today are gonna have a blast. We're gonna experience some really fun cocktails and we're actually gonna learn to drink better, if you will. We're gonna have a great time with this because I love to teach. I love to teach cocktails. I teach for thousands of bartenders all over the world, but today we're doing it together. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna make margaritas. And if you don't have the tequila, that's okay. You can go to spiritsnetwork.com and you can order it that way. If you use code HHVIP, that way they deliver it for free. So we have that going. We have our liquor. If you don't have it yet, follow along, get it a little later. We will make sure and we will figure out how to get it to you. So going ahead, we're gonna make some great margaritas because you know what? We've all been in this quarantine, if you will. So we're gonna turn a quarantine into a staycation and we're gonna do it together and through the beautiful margarita. So who's with me? I love it. Now, at times I'll be checking my phone, ask any questions you want. I love questions. I love good questions. I love dumb questions. They're even better at times. I just adore it. So let's go ahead and make these cocktails and let's get to it. So we know we're gonna do some variations of the margarita today. And with it, we're gonna have a great time building it. We're gonna do it a little bit different. We're gonna have a little tweak to it. And the tweak we're gonna work with, the first one, jumping right in, is cucumber. We are gonna build cucumber margaritas. And with that, we're gonna take 2 big pieces. You can do 2 or 3, however you cut them. We're gonna then turn around and muddle right away. And as we muddle, we get to look around the room and see who's thirsty. I know I'm thirsty, so I'll probably have the first one here. But we've muddled away here. We're ready. That's done. We're now gonna take our build. So that way we're gonna take our lime juice and we're gonna use a little bit of fresh lime juice there. And if you want the exact recipe, please go to spiritsnetwork.com, go to robfloydentertainment.com. We got you covered. Then we're gonna use a little agave. The reason we're using agave is because for this, it really plays well off of with tequila. It has that great luxurious feel. And then when you add it with cucumbers, it's absolutely incredible. And we're taking sugar out of the cocktail. So here, we're gonna use a little orange liqueur to it. And as we pour in, just a kiss of that. And now, for my favorite, for this we can either use a silver or a reposado. So we're using the Don Julio reposado on our first, and we're pouring away. It's one of my favorite parts. I just kind of feel it's Friday, I'm ready for a staycation, I've earned it. Homeschooling's been tough, I won't lie. So here we go. This is my homeschool pour. Little Don Julio reposado there. I am ready to ice this up. And as I ice away, I am earning my first cocktail. I am becoming a liquid chef, a home bar hero, or at least something that's gonna taste absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna shake here. Always corner to corner, having a great time with it. As I tell my teams around the world, smile. If you smile, everyone else smiles, or at least they think you're up to something. All of it's good. So we shake, we pop, we get every last drop of that. Oh, beautiful. So we have our cocktail made right there, our great margarita, and I'll get into the history in a moment. But our margarita is made, we are ready to pour, we're ready to dress the glass. Then we dress the glass, is a funny way of saying garnish. But so I'm gonna take the lime, this is very different than the way you're taught. It's a cool technique. Again, make you look like more of a rock star behind your home bar. I'm gonna cut it. So I have this going for me. So if I'm looking at it right here, it opens that way. I'm gonna take my glass and I'm gonna put it around like this. So it evenly puts the lime around the drink. And then I'm gonna take a little kosher salt and I'm going to just tap it. And you see how it comes out perfectly like that? It's just a beautiful way to execute the cocktail, and it's a cool trick. So we have our cocktail here. We are ready. We are ready to pour. And then I always tell my teams, I always tell people around the world, this is the time where you have a composer hands. This is the exclamation to the cocktail experience. So as we're pouring up, we're having fun with it. We are a home bar hero. We are a Spirits Network rock star, and boom! That's the exclamation point. And you also get to make that noise. You go boom, and everyone turns, what's wrong with that guy? So we have our cocktail. We're gonna do a little garnish with it, and we have now earned our first cheers. Little cucumber here. And then, you know what? Let's just have a little bit more fun. Let's just peel a little bit of the lime here, just to get the note. Remember, this part of the lime is the oil part. So you want to just squeeze the oil part over the glass, drop it in, and now we have a little cucumber margarita that is going to be absolutely delicious. So please ask questions. I'm going to check in on my phone, queuing that up right now. Let's get our first toast going. Cheers. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I am very excited. I see my friends from Lakeland, the Santa Fe's in the house. I absolutely adore that. And that troublemaker Sean from Florida is back, and he's asking about tequila, my favorite. I love playing around with different tequilas. I love reposados when I want them to stand up to something and really have a little more length. I like something more clear, like a silver tequila. If I'm doing shots, I'm not above that. And then I also love doing it with a little different taste if I want to really accent something, like a fruit that's delicate, has a little more flavor to it. So those are some of the reasons that I love that sort of a drink. And then Todd was asking, what is my favorite style of tequila? Again, bold. I like that great flavor. I love that great taste, if you will. And I like it luxurious. With this, we have the different flavor profiles, and we have that cucumber that stays around on the palate. Another great thing is sometimes I like to drizzle the orange on the top of it, just so it has that really beautiful color that it goes right through. We've made our drink here, and we're gonna start prepping the next one. But I'm always asked, this staycation, why margaritas? It's not summer yet, but it is in my mind. I am already thinking, I'm on summer break right now. I am not worried about anything else. I'm doing a little homeschooling. I'm enjoying myself, having a great time, but I can't wait to be out. I cannot wait to enjoy myself. I can't wait to have a great time at the beach. I can't wait to be cruising back around the world. I can't wait to celebrate life again. And so, since I can't get there now, I'm gonna get there with you, and I'm gonna get there with people in my house, and I'm gonna become a great mixologist in the meantime. So now we're moving on to our next cocktail, and our next cocktail is really, really fun. It's very different. It's more of an elegant cocktail. And when I say elegant cocktail, we're gonna do this with the silver tequila. We're gonna use Don Julio Silver. Great, great tequila. And what I said about the silver tequila, it's gonna have that great flavor, and it's gonna highlight other things in the cocktail. So with that, we're also gonna use a little champagne. Again, we're gonna get elegant. It is Friday. We have earned this. All of us have earned this together. So I have a little champagne. I have a little Don Julio Silver, and I am ready to create a beautiful pineapple margarita. And as I build the pineapple margarita, I want to tell you a little story. I love stories. Behind the bar, whether you're at home or you're making drinks for 100 people or 1,000 people in Las Vegas, is that you're kind of like holding court. And everybody can't wait to see what the rock star bartender has to say. So you don't always have to be truly factual, you just have to be entertaining. So being entertaining, or trying to, we're gonna take our pineapple here. We're gonna take 2 pieces. Now the history of let's do 3. I love a little pineapple here. The history of pineapple is awesome. So pineapples is the international symbol of hospitality. So when people see that all around the world and they see a pineapple on a door, they know that it's recognized all over the world as a hospitable place, as something that's gonna take care of you. So with it, we have our pineapple here, and we're gonna muddle away. And as we're muddling away, Again, I love to smell things because taste is 90% smell. So if I'm smelling that, that tastes so good already, I'm ready for this cocktail, and we've just started. And I am going to use, again, a little lime juice. And with the lime juice, I'm gonna pour a little bit. The question on that I just got was lime juice fresh. Yes, I like to squeeze and serve right away, but within 4 hours, because if it's not within 4 hours, what happens is something called enzymatic bittering. And that enzymatic bittering is when oxygen attaches to the citrus and causes a lipoid. And the lipoid actually detaches from flavor from the palate or from your enjoyment. So I like to use it almost right away. I like that zing to it. Here we go. We have a little simple syrup. We have our agave, and we're gonna put a touch more simple in here. And so we have our ready to pour tequila. And you know this is gonna be good because I am going to crack a fresh bottle. And by cracking a fresh bottle, you'll hear the happy chuckle of an open bottle ready to be drank. So here we are. And again, that home bar hero pour, really. I've earned this, I've earned this, I've earned this. We are now ready. We're gonna ice up. And by icing up, we are going to do the shake. And the shake here, we're gonna turn around, and we haven't added one of the ingredients, because if you add that ingredient now, this cocktail would go all over the place. But we're shaking, we're having a great time, we're smiling, we're icing it down, and we're going corner to corner. Now we look at whoever just came in the kitchen, if you will, or your home bar, and we pop it. We squeeze here. And we have our cocktail ready to go. Cocktail's ready to go, but we're gonna do something a little different. I love to collect salts. And you can just order salts from all over the world. They last for a long time. One of my favorites is a black salt. And the black salt is the superfood of salts. It's actually good for you. It's full of amino acids. It's great for digestion. So if I'm gonna take a volcanic black salt, I'm gonna take a little honey here. You again can use lime, but I like to use a little honey or a little agave syrup, which you have. I'm gonna take my glass, and I'm just going to drop it on top for a second, and then tap it off. Taking my black salt over, and we are dressing this cocktail. Now that's a fun technique because you're always gonna get a great look and a great balance of your volcanic black salt, which is good for you. So is tequila, by the way. So we have the cocktail here. One more thing I really want you to learn is that when we're making a cocktail, we wanna make an elegant cocktail, we are going to hit it with a little champagne first. It's known as a Shaolin Technique. It's where you take something that's bubbly and effervescent, you pour the cocktail over the top of it, and the bubbles work its way through so you get to enjoy the cocktail more. So we're gonna take our composer hands here. We are gonna build and pour our pineapple cocktail here. Our exclamation to that cocktail here. And now we are going to be ready to taste once we just garnish here. And I'm gonna just drop my pineapple right in because the salt looks just so darn good. And now I am absolutely ready. So as we take our little toast, as we take our little sip, as we now are becoming home bar heroes, we are ready to enjoy this. So cheers once again, why not? So good you have to use two hands on this. I love this. Again, I love thinking outside the box, and I love the way the champagne plays with that that gorgeous flavor that Don Julio Silver. They bounce back and forth, and it's just delicious. It delivers an equal balance of the flavor. The last thing about pineapple, about the 1700s, pineapple was, very regarded all through Europe. People wanted it. It was delicious. It was incredible. The challenge was getting it across the ocean. So Only royalty could afford the pineapple, and the pineapple would come in at about $2,000 to $3,000 in real dollars today. So royalty would have the pineapple waiting for people to come in, and guests would come in and just see how important that they were, that they could afford a pineapple. I love the history of cocktails because it's something you get to share. You know, I love the science of it. And doing a TV show that I love is Bar Rescue too, and working with Spirits Network is you get to talk, you get to share. So, in sharing, I love the fact that people laugh and smile, according to a Yale study, 17 times a day. But in a great bar, restaurant, or home bar, they do it 17 times an hour. It's why we go there. So, we are now ready for a little spicy, spicy cocktail. And it is time to have your pepper, whatever pepper you have there. If you decided for the jalapeno, if you decided for the serrano pepper, I love them all. If you're brave enough for a ghost pepper, I'm very impressed. But these serranos are nice and spicy, and I love a spicy cocktail. So I'm gonna drop that right on in there. I'm gonna turn around and grab my blackberries. And my blackberries, I'm gonna drop 5 or 6 there. There we go. Put a little more, because I love blackberries. So we have that there, we're gonna go ahead and muddle. People always say, well, I love the taste of spice. But you see, spice isn't a flavor, it's a sensation. It actually, it releases, or it involves in capsaicin. And because all of a sudden you have something spicy, you go, oh, and the first instinct for the body is something happened, that it's painful. So the body releases endorphins throughout the system. And the endorphins, what turns that ooh into a smile. It's how we're programmed, it's how we've been doing it for years. So people that like something really spicy, oh, I love them, and here we go. Now we know why. We're gonna do a little agave here. And with that, we are gonna do a little lime juice again, stayed with the agave, lime, and a little of the orange liqueur. And now we are going to use our tequila. And with this beautiful tequila, I want something more bold. And with an añejo, it's gonna stand up gorgeous. It's gonna make really incredible flavor and great profile and stand up to the spice and stand up to the blackberry. So we have our ready to shake here. And as we shake, we are now the home bar hero of our own home. We are having a great time. We're having a blast, really. It is Friday night. It is time to have some fun. I think each time you taste the cocktail, your shake gets better. You bounce a little bit more, you have a little fun that way. Now, one of the things that has come through is sometimes Spirits doesn't deliver in your area. If you reach out to spiritsnetwork.com, they will make sure to find a way to get you these bottles, to get what you ever need so that you can enjoy and you can celebrate and that your staycation can last this whole time. By the end of this, you're gonna be a rock star mixologist, trust me. So we have our glass. We're going martini glass here. We're going super elegant. You can use a regular strainer or you can use a strainer and a fine strainer. And that's what I'm gonna do here. Strainer and a fine strainer. And it's just beautiful. I like to say it's a beautiful, healthy cocktail. A play off a famous cocktail called a holly berry, but this one's done with tequila and a lot of love. So here we are. We have this cocktail ready to go. Last bit of it we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of a lemon and we're just gonna zest it over the top. And we are going to be ready to serve. So we zest, we do this, and I can't thank you enough for joining us at Home Bar Hero. I can't thank Spirits enough for doing this, for making sure that we can get all this free stuff to you. And I can't thank Don Julio and all of you for joining me. So the best way to say thank you is with a cheers, I think, especially being a bartender. So cheers, everybody. Thank you. Have something a little spicy. Know that your endorphins are racing and we're having a good time together. Until next Friday, thank you so much and cheers. That's good.